Pioneer. Yo, what is going on, guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise to War video. Today, guys, we are sitting in the tavern because we're going to be going over some new upcoming information of a new update that's coming on the 22nd. We're going to be getting a Christmas event coming at that time as well. I don't know any information about that yet, so keep tuned about that. I'm very interested about that. But yeah, we've got a lot of information to go over today. A lot of new features and aspects getting added into the game, which is really good, which is really going to help out the people who can't spend any money really on the game. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. So yeah, our first bit of information, as you can now see on the screen, we're going to be getting an update notice of fine equipment and a Master at Arms, which comes on the 22nd of the 12th of December, of course. So yeah, as it says here, dear tacticians, an adjustment for fine equipment, which is the blue tier equipment, as you can see on the screen right now, is going to be made on December 22nd. Meanwhile, a brand new feature, Master at Arms, will be launched. Fine equipment will be adjustment. So, at present, fine equipment isn't performing in battle as well as it was intended. Therefore, we have decided to give it an appropriate buff in this update. Now, the developers were talking about this to the Fearless Pioneers before. I didn't make a video about it straight away because they wanted to, like, pinpoint and get all the information out. So now it's out, we can go about it. Let's go. So yeah, so they're going to increase the strengthening limit of fine equipment. So currently at the moment, as you can see with the fine equipment on the screen, you can only strengthen up to 3 times. So they're probably going to be making it so you can strengthen up to 5 tiers now. And they're going to add special new effects for fine equipment. So basically, fine equipment should contribute more to battles going forward. Alright, now the second thing that's coming, which is really cool, is the Master at Arms. So, low rarity equipment isn't playing as important role as we expected. For example, like the blue and the green, the Superior, which you can see the Superior and stuff on the screen. So, yeah. In response to this, we'd like to give an opportunity to be more helpful to players. The Master at Arms feature will be added to the tavern. That's why we've got the nice tavern background today's video. In the update. A Master at Arms from faraway land has made an appearance in the tavern. His knowledge of equipment far exceeds that of ordinary people, and he quite enjoys collecting various materials. If you offer your unwanted equipment to him, he will be able to 1. Impart wisdom. Offer equipment to the Master at Arms and he can impart his knowledge of various equipment types to your individual commanders. Each commander can be given 4 lessons. Commanders will be able to learn weapon proficiency, armor proficiency, helm proficiency, and accessory proficiency in sequence. The proficiency of each position grants the default initial familiarity value when switching equipment is 50%. So, for an example, let's just go into our commander section back out here for a second. So, let's say I wanted to change equipment on Gandalf here. I wanted to take his sword, right? And his familiarity is at 100. If I took that off, with this special ability, if I was to take his sword off and I had the ability, so for the sword, which would be weapon proficiency, if I took that off and put another one on, I'd already be at 50% on this equipment, not 100. So it'd be easier to get that level of proficiency back up. You know what I mean, guys? So yeah, that's basically how that's going to work. I like that. I think it's pretty cool. And you don't have to go out and grind and do tiles and stuff and waste so much stam re-strengthening that back up like so. Okay, so the next thing is it's going to give it a commander skill point +1. So we're going to be able to get stronger armies, more troops. So if you do all 4 per commander, it's going to give you an extra 4 skill points. Which, like, for example, let's just go back to my commanders again for a second. Now, for example, King Aragorn's really good here. He has 78. I think he reaches 80 at a max. So you're going to be able at max, if I was level 50... have 50 skill points, which in turn is going to be able to let me have more troops, which is going to give me more siege and more attack damage on my commanders. So that's going to be very good, guys. It's going to be really cool. Alright, the second thing that's going to happen, guys, is you're going to be able to sell equipment. You can also sell redundant equipment to the Master of Arms to obtain gold. So we're going to have another way to obtain gold, which is very useful for leveling up your skills on your troops that you use with your commanders. So we can quickly go have a look at that real quickly. It's really simple. So if we just go in here and go into our army, for example. Let's just say we go to one of our troops here. As you can see, we've got the skills, and these skills take gold to level up. So you'll be able to level these up a lot quicker with the gold. If you want to see like an example, if we go into our barracks, for example, and we go into like to our Iron Warriors, it would tell you the amount of gold, so 110,000. So that's going to be very useful as well, guys, because the green equipment gets dropped all the time in your tavern missions, as well as marathon chests. So being able to trade those in and get gold is going to be very useful. Alright, so we've got a little bit more information here, as you can now see on the screen. Sorry, I bumped that there. So there's going to be changes to the visiting merchant, who sometimes when you get your tasks here, you'll get like a little gold thing, and usually you can buy equipment and stuff like that with Mithril, but this is going to be changing and stuff like that. So the visiting merchant in the tavern. The visiting merchant who sometimes shows up in the tavern will now accept marathon vouchers instead of equipment fragments. Note there's a certain chance that you may be able to purchase equipment with gold. Okay, so there you go as well. Please refer to the in-game version of changes listed above as the finalized version. And the last thing here, guys, we're going to have some follow-up adjustments. In accordance with these changes given, that you'll be able to directly give unneeded equipment to the Master at Arms, equipment fragments will be rendered redundant. Thus, we intend to remove the equipment dismantling feature. And 2, the equipment which is used to exchange equipment in the Marathon House will be changed from equipment fragments to Marathon vouchers. Please check the follow-up announcements for details. In the meanwhile, you can continue exchanging equipment fragments for equipment as before. So they're getting rid of the whole dismantling feature, and it's going to be more about marathon vouchers and stuff, guys. So yeah, in just a quick little recap there, we're getting the Masters of Arms coming in. It's going to be able to give us extra gold. It's going to give us the ability to get those new proficiencies and stuff, which is going to give extra commander skill points as well as familiarity values when switching equipment. We're going to be able to sell equipment for gold, and the visiting merchant would now be using marathon vouchers and may have a chance to get gold as well, guys. So yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. We just wanted to keep you updated with the new news, and yeah, let's keep an eye out, for that Christmas event that's coming and see if there's going to be anything cool. Maybe we'll get some snow on the game. My most recent video, you can check it. It'll be right at the end of the video, a link to it. If you want to check it out, of possibly could we get weather effects added to the game. Yeah, but until next time, guys, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you later. I've got a pretty cool video coming up in the next few days about defense commanders, so keep an eye out for that. All right, peace out, EJ's out. Catch you later, guys. Of the EJU Army, yeah, you got